One thing about Jesus.
Keon, I told you, I don't want to hear nothing else about Jesus.
Watch out! He's not going to stop.
Hey, what is this guy doing?
Oh my God, it's too late. He's gonna hit us.
No, it can't be.
God, I'm too young to die. Jesus, help us.
I'm not ready to die!
I'm just one lucky dude. That's the third car wreck I've been in. The car was completely totaled. AJ and Keon were killed. The twin is in a wheelchair. And I just got up and walked away with a bump on my... This is my lucky shirt. I had it on in an accident.
I can't believe this happened to me. I mean, I've always tried to do the right thing. This year, I was expected to win the state meet in tennis. Now here I am paralyzed in this wheelchair. I can't believe this happened to me.
I've always been lucky. Like the time I won that $150 raffle at my school's homecoming, love follows me everywhere I go. I don't know. Maybe if my friends believed in love like me, they probably would have survived the car crash.
I can't believe Antonio just got up and walked away from that crash. When I saw him, and as I was lying on the street, I tried to move my legs, but they wouldn't budge. And then I passed out. After I saw the accident later on, I couldn't believe anybody made it out of that accident.
Then out of the accident, the police asked me, "Were you in the car?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You're sure one lucky dude." I said, "I know. I'm always lucky."
I woke up in the hospital. My parents were there. My brother was with them. At first, I was happy to see them. But then I said, I can't feel my legs. I knew something was really wrong. My parents both had sad looks on their faces, like they had something bad to tell me.
I guess you could say I was lucky to have chosen the back seat that night in the car. At first, I wanted to sit in the front seat, but Keon insisted that he sit in the front seat this time and not sit in the front seat next time. It was like my lucky stars were shining down upon me again.
When they told me I was paralyzed, I couldn't believe it. I was a tennis star. I had my whole life ahead of me. I was still young. Why would God let this happen to me? I went to church every now and then. I obeyed my parents. I didn't run with the wrong crowd at school. I was still a virgin.
Some people think you need God in your life just to watch over you. But I found if you will follow your gut, things will work out for you. I guess I was born to be lucky. Lady Luck has brought me this far. And I'm sure she'll take me even further.
I wonder if I'm being punished for something I did. And that's why this is happening to me. I know I've been a much better person than Antonio. I hear he's telling everybody how lucky he is to have walked away from the accident.
You know, I kind of feel bad for Latoya. That was so unlucky for her to have to survive the accident, only to live and end up in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. I guess Keon and Aza's love really ran out. But then again, they're probably both in heaven floating around some cloud somewhere. And that's not that bad once you kind of think about it.
When I think of Keon and Aisha both being killed, I don't know what to think. Are they better off than me, being in this wheelchair? Some say death can be wonderful. Some say you don't feel nothing at all. Some even talk about a judgment with heaven and hell. It's one thing I do know. If I would have died in that car crash, I don't know if I would have been ready to meet God.
I heard this terrible sound of screaming, glass breaking, metal crunching, and fabric ripping. It seemed like it was going on forever, in slow motion, but it all happened in a fraction of a second.
I knew this was it. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to say goodbye to my mom and dad. The only thing I could say was, I love you, Mom, but I'm going to be alright.
As quickly as the loud noise had begun, it became deathly quiet. I could hear my heart beat. With each beat, something splattered out of my chest.
I knew that I had passed from life to death, but I felt more alive than ever. There was a freedom there. I found myself outside my body, I felt myself looking down at the wreck. Then I heard a voice, "Keon, come forth." I knew at an instant whose voice it was. I recognized it immediately.
As I lie there, I could see my whole life flashing before my eyes. I saw everyone. The last thing I remember was seeing Keon and him asking me if I wanted to know Jesus. I told him I had my whole life ahead of me, and I would save that Jesus stuff in the days when I got older. Then I felt my eyes sinking into my head. My last breath was leaving me. I knew I was going to die, and I was scared, so scared.
My spirit was lifted from this earth. I felt myself speeding through a number of galaxies, traveling at light speed. Then I saw this magnificent city, beaming with light, with a great heavenly chorus.
The moment my breath ended, I felt myself alive and moving away from the accident. There really is life after death, I told myself. I found myself being drawn to a great white light. I found myself moving faster and faster towards it. I didn't know what to expect or where I was going, but I had a feeling of gloom.
Then I saw Jesus seated at the throne. He looked at me with his arms wide open, saying, "Come forth." Then I saw myself surrounded by the saints who had given their lives to Christ. It was a totally awesome experience.
I entered into a large chamber hall. There were so many there, of ages, races, and religions. An angel told me I was to go before the judge at the great white throne judgment. As people went before the judge, they were looking for people's names in books.
They opened the book, and an angel started reading aloud all the good things I had done. I realized that all the good things I had done had been a blessing to other people's life that I didn't even know. When they were reading from the book of life, they read my name. My name was not there because of the good things I had done, but because I realized that God had died for me, forgiven me, and changed me.
When I stood before the judge, I saw my good deeds and my bad deeds. I saw myself saying, I don't need that Jesus stuff. Not once in my life, but several times. What a mistake. Then the angel said, her name is not found in the book of life. I was more terrified than ever.
I knew I had done nothing worth being accepted into heaven. Jesus did not say anything about my sin because he had paid for it all. Then I heard him say, "Well done, my child, well done."
That's when this huge angel came and took all of us whose names weren't found in the book of life and cast us into the lake of fire. The fire had been made for the devil and his angels. All who didn't know Christ were put there with them. All of us were screaming and in great pain as we were being burned and not being burnt up, while endlessly falling in this deep, dark pit. It has no boundaries. Jesus had paid for our sins, yet we rejected him, and now must pay for them ourselves. If only we had listened,